To create a practice script in FootballU, we can go to create new script and we can choose between an offense only script, meaning that there will be no defense behind the offense, or an offense versus defense script in which we do have a defense. Within the script, we can customize the hash, down and distance, field position, as well as the offensive personnel for each play. And we can go in and simply type up anything in our playbook to choose any offensive call, and also can go in to choose any defense behind that as well. We can go and view and edit, and then from here is where we can go in and edit out the alignments and then draw up post-snap responsibilities, especially for defense, and just allow you to go in and visualize out these plays. Once you have your play created, we can just go save and add in the top right corner, and that will add that play to a script. If we want to switch between special teams and offensive plays from our playbook, we can go and expand this offensive call or defensive call to choose between our special teams options right there, and then we can go in and view that like that as well. We can also go in and add media to a file. You can add a film clip from Huddle, let's say, or we can also go in and add media to an individual play under a practice script as well. We can go in and attach a film clip, let's say, or a picture of a formation if you wanted to include this for your players. And then whenever your players are going in to rep that out, they'll actually see that play at the end, right? So I don't have a all 22 clip up immediately right now, but let's just say I attach this as a 22 clip. And then we went and saved our script. That is going to be that film clip is going to be attached to the practice script, and the player will be able to see that. We can also go in and add a film clip to a given play as well by clicking on this icon over here. And then we can attach this to each individual play in the script. And then players will be able to see this after they go in and rep the play, right? They'll go in and rep the play, see the diagram after that from FootballU, and then be able to see any film clip or image that you attach to the play for players to see. And I'll show you that here right in a second. But if we go in and save this script, just call it script 22, we can go in and save this. We'll be prompted immediately to go in and assign this out to our players. We can assign this to individual position groups or the entire team or units as a whole. And then from there, it can then be automatically viewed and repped by players from their own accounts. So if what the player will see, they'll go in to be able to view those plays. They'll also be able to go in and rep them out, right? So here's 2x2 condensed counter. I'm the F, click set, and then drag my player post snap to execute my rep, continue, and then players will get automatic feedback on what they drew and what the responsibility was supposed to be on that play, right? So if we wanted this X to be blocking the Sam right here, we could draw that up in the diagram. When we wanted this F to go to the safety, great tool for blocking drills for wideouts especially. But really all players. But we can go in and here's that clip that I attached. Here's the formation right there. That's what the players are going to see from their point of view, right? Here's A62 slants. I can go in and drag my player post snap right here and get automatic feedback off of that. Here I was supposed to run a flat. We can just redo that rep and steal reps as players outside of practice and be ready to go when the time comes. We can also go in and export these practice scripts as scout cards. If I wanted to go in and export this as offense only, I'll show you this in another video, right? But we can go in and export that out. And so as soon as you create a practice script, your players can go in and view those as many times as they want from any position and rep those out as well. And they can also, as a coach, go in and export these as scout cards for you guys for practice at any time in the future. So that is practice scripts in FootballU.